Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Jay Weezy 210, just coming at you live and uncut. It's real early in the morning. That's the only reason why you see me with the hoodie, because temperature dropped outside a little bit. Um, Outside of that, want to come at you today with a new story and a new video. Um, it seems to be a lot of controversy right now concerning weaves. Um, there's an argument going on right now between weaves and natural hair and whatnot. Me personally, it wasn't until recently that I started discovering a few things that, most people with weaves turn out to be complete idiots. But that's just my personal opinion. It's a chance that some of the people that wear weaves are not idiots. I've actually seen some of them. But like I said, most people that wear weaves are idiots. As far as natural hair is concerned, if it's your actual natural hair coming out of your head and like straight up legit your own locks and whatnot, yes, I'm all for that. But if you're looking like a dirty Nerf ball with two pit bulls attached to it and a chicken coming in there and pecking at the shit, no, I can't get with that. I understand that's the original stage and whatnot. That's all fine and dandy. Do what you're gonna do, but me personally, I don't like the dirty Nerf ball look. But everything that comes after that, I'm all for it. Two thumbs up for this guy. I want to come at you guys today and talk to you about my very first experience with weave. And it's not so much as me personally, but I'll say my first encounter. That's what I should say. Alright, my first encounter with weave, I personally don't believe that anyone in my family wore weave, and if they did, I damn sure didn't notice it. But I think I was about 12 years old. I was standing on the southwest side of Houston. I was in the area of the Forum area, and I was hanging out with some guys that I knew from second grade and whatnot, because they stayed like a block and a half away from me. So every now and again, I used to go kick it with them and whatnot. And of course, I stayed in condos. They had kids, but a lot of kids didn't come outside. So whenever no one came outside from where I was staying at, I went down a block and a half to my friend's house and whatnot. Ooh, boy. I want to say his mom's nickname was Tootie. I know his name was Rodney. He had a brother named Jory. And they also had an older brother, either named Tink or called Tink. Don't ask me about that. I really don't know the story behind it. Never even bothered to ask. But we was hanging out at the house or whatnot, and some girls came over. 12 years old. At that time, eventually you're gonna be transitioning over to some girls came over. But at this particular time, it's just like, oh, girls came over, hey, whatever. But I'm a pretty observant guy. So it didn't dawn on me at first when I originally seen this girl walking around. But eventually, if something is still in your field of vision, you're gonna start picking up on things. That's if you got any damn common sense. Alright, well, in this particular instance, this girl was walking around. I started noticing her hair, and I'm like, okay, why is it that her hair is one texture and looks one way before her scrunchie, and after it's a totally different fucking texture? And me being as silly as I am, it didn't even click or dawn on me that, hey, something's not right here. So back at this time, this was before I started training myself not to touch things that I see. So I just happened to reach over and pinch just like that. And next thing I know, I have a fucking cousin just sitting here dangling from my fucking hands and shit. And I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck is that? The person that was attached to was no longer in the damn picture. That person took off running. So at this particular time, I was also learning about how Indians used to scalp people and all this other bullshit. So when she took off running and all I had was Cousin It just hanging in my fucking hands, I'm sitting here like, oh my God, I done scalp this bitch, or I done rip this bitch hair off. And then granted, I shouldn't be calling her that bitch. And you know, I do apologize to anybody that gets offended by that. But this person just took off running. It was a girl. She might have been on 11, 12, something like that. I was 12 at the time, so I guess it kind of wouldn't matter. But that was the first time I ever encountered weed. And no joke, man, I dropped that shit, jumped back like 3 feet, like, what the fuck just happened? You know, like, spirit fingers. So I'm like, what the hell? You know, later on, she came back and picked up her damn hair, but everybody was laughing. Not only at the fact that she took off running, but at the fact of my own expression. Because, like I said, I never encountered that before. It never dawned on me that one day a person's hair could be about as short as mine, and the next day they got fucking Rapunzel flowing down their damn back. I just didn't notice it, didn't think anything of it. And then now that I think about it, yeah, I did come across, after that girl's incident, I did start coming across weed more and more. Not as much as I do now, but still come across weed. And you know, it's just a little crazy to me because, you know, at first they used to just wrap it some kind of way into like a damn ponytail. Okay, big whoop. You know, kind of wrap it up and keep it moving. Then they started getting the braids. You know, they had the dookie ropes and all that bullshit, you know, with the little gold tips on the end. Okay, fine. Juju beats, fine. Throw a shell in it, fine. Cool, but it was still presentable. Time progresses by, and you start getting various different styles of weaves as far as braids are concerned. Then, slowly but surely, started getting into present time. You started getting like a color streak here, color streak there. Then you go from color streak here, braid, you know, then you start wearing it all over. Doing that, yeah. You know, y'all people, oh yeah, I'm so sad. That's so sad. Throw your little ear out and all that bullshit, yeah. Then you go from there to wanting to shave the fucking side of the head. So you keep up with Cassie, you can still have fucking braids and shit. Ugly. And you shave off the other fucking side. You want to start having the little mohawk shit. Super ugly. Then you go from that shit to the multicolored fucking, looking like the goddamn zebra from fucking Madagascar with the fucking rainbow afro only on the fucking sides of your head and shaved. You got all this bullshit. You got fucking shitlocks and foofas just hanging. That is the ugliest shit ever. You know what I'm saying? But that's gonna take me out to like a whole nother rant. I only want to talk to you guys today about my particular encounter as far as what I recall and what I remember when it came to weaves and hairstyles and shit like that. Please stay tuned because I think I'm gonna do girls fashion, silly girls fashion part 2, where I go into even further detail than I did the first time about this nonsense, to include maybe a part 2 of this video as well. But like I said, like, comment, subscribe. This is Jay Weezy 210 signing off. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.